Have you ever checked your credit score and boom, out of nowhere your credit score dropped? No warning, no reason why. Obviously, you don't want that to happen. So today, we're gonna be discussing exactly what happened to your credit report as well as how to fix it fast. Now, credit score drop can literally feel like a gut punch to the stomach. I mean, I'm talking about the type of gut punch where you actually inhaling and you get punched, because if you're trying to get a home, as well as if you're trying to refinance a car or get a vehicle, as well as get a loan, and you realize that right before you about to apply, your credit score drop, this can be very stressful and very daunting. So today, we're gonna talk about how you can actually rectify or fix those issues fast without having to worry about doing other things that may be more strenuous. Let's delve into it. So let's talk about the top 5 reasons your credit score took a dip and what you need to do to actually recover it. The number one reason that your credit score took a dip are late payments. Many people, they did not set up auto pay, and I stress this very much to my clients to set up auto pay, because if you're trying to actually do something, you're trying to make moves, life happens and you can actually forget. So make sure to set up an auto pay account with your bank or lender so that you don't have to worry about that late payment incurring. Now, obviously this is extremely important, but pay it as soon as possible. If you do not pay it, then what happens is it's going to go another 30, 60, 90 days, 120, 150, 180 days. And this is going to really damage your credit report and your credit scores. And obviously we're going to have to actually do a lot of work to get it removed. So make sure to pay it immediately, or at least pay the minimum balance. Therefore, you don't have to worry about paying much more and also having to pay more interest on top of that credit card. Now, I highly suggest that you also contact your lender. If you haven't done it already, give them a call and let them know that something came up. Now, some lenders will not work with you. I know these lenders, I know these banks, they will not work with you, but then there are others who will offer a goodwill adjustment to, if you just have a 30-day late payment that was relatively short. Let's say, for instance, if it was only 5 days over, if you go with 15, whereas that's 45 days, then don't worry about that. We need to actually dispute it, but make sure to contact your lender or your bank, because they can and many will actually assist you. Now, what if you paid your bill on time, but your score still dropped? Well, just keep watching, because this next reason is going to absolutely shock you. Now, if your credit card balance jump up, this is going to actually cause an immediate drop to your credit scores. So if you see that your credit scores have dropped, many of my clients, they are not aware of this. So you need to make sure that if you are going to utilize your credit card to spend at least under 30%, if you do not do that, make sure to pay it at the end of the month. If you spend, let's say, for instance, 50% or 70%, you have to make sure to do that, because if you do not, your score is going to drop and remain there until that balance is lowered. We prefer 0 to 10%, but if you can get it below 30%, that will be ideal for you. Coming up, there might be one simple thing that might be ruining your credit score, and it has absolutely nothing to do with late payments. Stay tuned. Now, you might think that closing your credit card is actually smart, but it can actually hurt your score. Here's why. Now, when you close a credit card, this is going to lower the overall or average age of the credit score or the overall account. So you want to make sure that if you do have multiple cards, don't just pay it off and close them. After you pay it off, keep it open. And after you have kept it open, continue to pay it. You don't have to spend a lot if you don't want to utilize the card. However, make sure to spend, let's say, for instance, $10. Pay it back fully. And so at the end of the month, you don't have to pay extra interest, but just do not close the credit card, because if you do that, this is going to negatively impact your score, weaken it, as well as cause you to have to do other means, such as open another card and utilize that to build your credit again. So make sure not to close your old cards. If you do have them, keep them open and allow that age to continually expand. Next up, check your credit score lately. Well, you might actually have certain errors that are affecting your credit report and keeping your scores down. Let's delve into that. Now, mistakes happen. You might have incorrect late payments that are not actually incorrect, accounts that do not belong to you, as well as identity issues. I see it all the time. So you want to make sure that if you do have this, check your credit report, okay? You can actually do it for free at annualcreditreport.com, or you can utilize our business partner, Identity IQ, and they're gonna actually assist you. They have an identity theft and identity program that can help you find those issues as well as rectify them. So if you are very interested, make sure to click on that link in the description below and sign up for Identity IQ. Now, if you have checked your credit report, make sure that you go through everything thoroughly. We do it. Okay, we can actually help you be able to get any issues or errors. I've also seen certain clients who have incorrect date of births. One of my clients, his date of birth is, he's actually born in 1961, but his credit report is showing 1960 and he can't even access his account, which is very strange. but it actually happens. So make sure to check your credit report and go through everything thoroughly. And this is going to help you see what's actually dragging your scores down that has nothing to do with late payment. Finally, this last reason might be out of your control. However, there is a way to fix it. Now, every time you apply for a loan or a credit card or financing, what happens is your credit score is going to drop. It's going to be a part of the territory because obviously that's just a part of the credit system. However, make sure not to apply for too many at once. If you do that, this is a huge red flag. You want to make sure not to apply because that makes you look desperate. So what you're going to do is you're going to only apply for credit cards that are necessary. Contact us, sign up for a free consultation, and we're going to let you know which one that you should actually apply for, which one that you should not apply for, because obviously we want you to take the best route as it relates to you applying for certain credit cards or loans or financing and getting approved without having to do multiple. Now, keep this in mind. If you apply for a mortgage or an auto loan, within a 14-day time span, if you do it, it's only going to count as one hard inquiry. So don't think that because you went to apply for a vehicle and you see 6 or 7 inquiries that all 6 credit scores down. That's not the case. It only counts as one hard inquiry as long as it's within a 14-day time span. Now that you know why your credit score dropped, so here's how to bring your credit scores up fast. The first thing is never miss a late payment. We just discussed that. Make sure to set up auto pay on your account. The second thing is keep your balances low. If you keep your balances low, under 30%, then this is going to actually keep your scores from dropping. Don't close old accounts. If you close an old account, then what's going to happen is your scores will drop and that old account will no longer render your credit report of benefit. Dispute errors. We can dispute and remove your negative items from your credit report very quickly and get those credit scores up higher. And also limit hard inquiries. If you have a hard increase in your credit report, make sure to, one, obviously get them disputed, but don't apply for more than one. And last but not least, you can also add rental history as well as utilities to your 3-bureau credit report, and we can actually do that for you and help you be able to boost your scores within 3 to 5 days. Need expert help? We can actually assist you. Now, if you're ready to get started, go to www.credithealing.org and schedule your free consultation. It's 15 minutes. We will discuss your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, things that you're trying to achieve and accomplish, as well as solutions. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at contact@credithealing.org, or you can go to credithealing@gmail.com and ask us any questions that you have. And also, if you have any comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Peace.